I walked out on the field. The line's already drawn and the stand's empty. I look around. It's just me and the field. You smell the grass. You hear the fans. You think of all the people chanting and all of your teammates cheering. You're bruised and bloody, yet you realize that this is softball. This is what it's all about. I've been playing softball for 10 years now, and I can tell you that it's no walk in the park. From blood, bruises, broken bones, and pushing your body to its absolute limits, that's what I live for. As defined by the Merriam-Webster's dictionary, passion is a strong feeling of enthusiasm or excitement for something or doing something. Everyone has a passion towards something, whether it be a sport, a person, or even a hobby. Today I want to tell you about my journey with softball over the years, the success and the failures I've had, and how I fell in love with the sport. If it weren't for my parents signing me up for softball against my will at 9 years old, I don't think I would be here telling you how passionate I am about the sport. I remember the day as if it was yesterday, my parents dragging me to come with them so they could sign me up for softball. I was furious with them, hitting them, crying, screaming, telling them I would do anything else but play softball. While we were at the field signing me up, I saw a whole bunch of my friends from school there. This made me a little bit more comfortable knowing I might be playing with some of them. At our first team practice, I got to meet everyone I would be playing with that season, and sure enough, it was all my friends from school. From that point on, I knew I was going to have a great time. As the years progressed, I was getting better and better, and the league I was playing in wasn't challenging me enough. The league I started out in was called House, or C-Ball. The next level up is called Rep B, and the highest level is called Rep A. For the lowest level, so C-Ball, you don't have to try out, all you have to do is sign up. So I went and tried out for a Rep B team, and I made it. After playing Rep B ball for a few years, I still wasn't challenged enough, so I decided to try out for an A team. After the 3 grueling days of tryouts, I made the team. I was finally playing with girls who were just as good as me, if not better. During my last year of A ball, I was deciding on whether or not to continue to play in post-secondary school. After a last-minute decision, I contacted the coach of Douglas College. He came out, watched a few of my games, and the next day he called and offered me a spot on the team. I'm now in my second year of playing softball here at Douglas, and I absolutely love it. With everything that you love, there always comes successes and failures, but those who overcome those obstacles are the ones who will continue to prevail. In the 10 years I've been playing softball, I can't even begin to think how many times I failed, but I do remember my successes. One of my most memorable and most recent successes was when our team won our conference last year for the first time ever. The thousands of emotions that came flooding to me during those final few innings were almost overwhelming. One of the reasons why I love softball is the great amount of pressure you have on yourself to perform well. Those close games where you just can't afford to make a mistake are the ones I love. But with every success comes a bunch of failures which lead you to that point. Before we won our conference, we had a lot of failures, but those are what pushed us even harder to become successful. A few weeks prior to the championship game, we had lost 2 very important games to our rival school. The bus ride home from those games were filled with tons of emotions, from sadness to anger. In the weeks leading up to the final game, we trained and practiced harder than we ever had, so we could come out on top in the championship game. Lastly, I want to tell you about why I love this game and everything it has taught me over the years. Over the years of playing softball, I would always hear people saying how beneficial sports were to kids, but I never understood fully until now. Over the years, and even until this day, softball has taught me many things, from how to be a team leader, how to have a positive attitude, teamwork, discipline, hard work, sacrifice, all of which can help you outside of sports. In my eyes, the most important thing softball has taught me is how to overcome adversity. This year, our softball team at Douglas had all of our funding cut, so in other words, we have to pay to play. There's a pretty heavy price tag that comes along with this, $3,500. We have overcome that number by fundraising like crazy to help cut the cost for each player, and also by cutting down on our spending. To be completely honest, if it wasn't for softball, I probably wouldn't have any friends. Over the years, I've met so many amazing people who share one of the same passions as me, and that is softball. These last couple of years at Douglas is where I have made lifelong friends. I'm an only child, so it doesn't seem that way when I'm with my team. They have all become my sisters over these 2 years, and I would do absolutely anything for them. My journey through my years of softball has taught me many things, as well as it has introduced me to some of my best friends. Softball has become a huge part of my life, and I don't know what I would do without it. Athletes. They live for the competition. They live for the friends, the practices, the memories, the pain. It's who they are. It's who we are.